All right. So California passed a new law last week, according to our friend Craig, the Obamacare lawyer. Now, when you have to attend those moronic, mind-numbing, intelligence-insulting, real-world ignoring sexual harassment meetings.
We've only had to go a couple of times, and it's usually after an incident, right? Somebody sexually harasses somebody, and then everybody has to go over to the Holiday Inn conference room and watch a slideshow presentation by an HR person about
and some ridiculously upbeat, cheery woman talking about how you can't do this and that, and just, oh, God. So anyway, we must now, those in the Banana Republic of California must now add training on abusive conduct. Here is how the legislature defined abusive conduct. And I quote, ahem. Conduct of an employer or employee in the workplace with malice that a reasonable person would find hostile, offensive, and unrelated to an employer's legitimate business interest. Abusive conduct may include repeated infliction of verbal abuse, such as the use of derogatory remarks, insults, and epithets.
You're an a-hole.
That's one. Verbal or physical conduct that a reasonable person would find threatening, intimidating, or humiliating.
Nice job, a-hole. Might have a sameness to them.
Or if...
I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah, I really need to turn you on to some of the great insults of historical literature. The boss or somebody, the junior executive for the vice president or something, makes a quick speech in a meeting, you go, that would be abusive, humiliating. Or the gratuitous sabotage or undermining of a person's work performance. A single act shall not constitute abusive conduct unless especially severe and egregious. Now, who owns the government of California? Who owns the dogs in collars, the prostitutes, the streetwalkers of the capital of California? The lawyers who got this statute written, because now they can sue any company for virtually any behavior that they can convince a jury, or it's all actually about settling before a trial for $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, and the lawyer gets a third. But anything that anybody, a reasonable person or a jury, which is frequently full of morons, finds threatening, intimidating, humiliating, abusive, derogatory, et cetera, et cetera. It's just incredibly broad. But who's the co-owner of the whores in the Capitol? The unions. So, as Craig puts it, utopia shall have no jerks. Perfect. Jerks are now illegal in California workplaces, but it gets even better. A major law firm that wrote a summary on the new law also felt obligated to point out that employers must be careful, because when you train employees and explain to them that they can no longer be abusive jerks, that will likely run afoul of union federal protections, ensuring that unions can be jerks. He says, I'm not joking. Check this out. Again, quoting. Employers also must be sensitive to discussing California's abusive conduct standard without running afoul of National Labor Relations Board's decisions, prescribing overboard, undefined terms that allegedly restrict employees' conduct. Skip to the business end of it. It may be important to distinguish the application of the new California term from the NLRB's case law that says employers can't prohibit abusive conduct to protect union goons. So the poor prostitutes in Sacramento are being pulled in two directions. It's terrible. This unholy governmental three-way between the lawyers who say you can totally sue anybody in the workplace just for being a jerk, and the union laws passed by the goons at the NLRB that say you're absolutely allowed to be a jerk because you're protected by your union and you can't fire somebody or penalize them for being a jerk. Ta-da!
Abusive conduct.
Yes.
So I'll have to keep an eye out for that. So I think I get abused on a regular basis. I'm going to start marking these down.
That's just because you're a sensitive ninny pants.
It's because you're a fat baby